Hi everybody, and welcome to video 5 in Cosy Christmas Collaboration series. Now, this is my second project for the month, so this is Cosy Christmas Project 2, and the collaboration kit that I'm using is by Nonstop Papercrafts and LineDotArrow, and there's 20 pages in each kit, and then there's an add-on kit available. And if you get both from both shops, then you're going to have the complete kit, and that's going to be about 80 pages. So you're going to love that. So now you want to be sure to go on Sundays to Nonstop Papercrafts YouTube channel and also to LineDotArrow's YouTube channel and see their Sunday video, which has that week's challenge and also that week's freebies. You can see them in there. Now you can get the freebies several different ways. If you want to get all of them, you're going to want to go to the Nonstop Papercrafts video and then go to Suzanne's Ko-Fi shop, and you can get them for free from there. With LineDotArrow, all you have to do is go to the LineDotArrow Junk Journal group. All these links are below. I know I talk kind of fast, and so then all of a sudden I can't say anything. Anyway, they're at the LineDotArrow Junk Journal group, and you will find the freebies there. Now, there's also additional freebies available with the other collaborators, and that's Haystack's Crafty Corner Facebook group, Two Sisters Jam Facebook group, Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group. Now, if you go to each one of these Facebook groups every Sunday, you'll get a new freebie sheet, and you can use that to do your challenge, or you can do anything you like with it. There's a contest in every group, so there's a chance to win. There's 18 prizes in total, so you have a pretty good chance to win if you post a picture of anything that you've made with either the kit or the kit and the freebies, or just the freebies. If you enter with just the freebies, you get 1 entry per post. If you enter with the freebies and the kit, you get 2 entries per post, and if you use just the kit, you get 2 entries per post as well. So the other thing I want to tell you, because if you want to go into more detail, just see the first video in this series, the first video in Project 1 series, or you can also go to my December update video that was released on November 26th at the Sweet Pea Papers YouTube channel, which you're at the YouTube channel now, but you know what I mean. You go to the home page of the channel. You don't want to forget going to check out the design team members as well. They're taking part in this collaboration. They're just not taking part in the giveaway, but they're all still doing their design team projects and posting them online for you to enjoy and learn from, and I don't know, have fun with and watch. So all their links are below, their names and their links, and so please be sure to go visit them as well and check out what they have to offer for you. Is that the shortest version yet? Okay, so when we left off in video 4, I believe we were on page 6. Oh, I have another card to make, don't I? So that's back here. So this is what it ended up looking like. And when you open it, I put this tag in here, but it doesn't really match, but I thought it was pretty, but I might switch out for another tag, but I really like that tag. And then on this side, this little flag actually fits in there. That was just a coincidence. I decided not to put a pocket here. I was going to put the S-tape pocket there, and I'm looking at it, and I thought, nope, I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it saying Merry Christmas or Merry Xmas, and leave a writing space there, even though there's a little lump right there for the magnet. Okay. So now we're on page 7. Page 7 is going to be easy. This has gotten so thick. I think we might be able to get away without a tie, though, if we don't make the back end very thick, but do something kind of interesting with some different pockets and things. Okay, so page 7, we're going to use our acetate. And we're going to make a slide tuck. Now, I don't know, you guys have probably seen me make this before, but I don't remember the last time I made one of these. So let's make one now. So let's see, I got paper for the card back here. So let's make our page. So we're going to fold this in half. Sure, that's going to be the longest part of the video. Okay, so we're going to fold this in half by creasing it. And then drawing a little line with the pencil because I have a hard time seeing it once I get it over to the paper trimmer. And this is after the paper's been trimmed, the white off. The white's been trimmed off. And that cuts it in half. I'm going to use the side with the present because I used this side in the other project. So all we're going to do is we're going to take the acetate and we're going to put it down both sides so that we can slide the card in and out. Okay, so that's my hands are so cold, just so very cold. I'm going to put my hand warmers on. I know it looks bad, but my hands are just so cold. It's really cold here for us in Seattle. It's in the 20s. So that's cold for us, and especially November. It's just, I'm filming this in November. I should be able to do it with this one piece. So let's get the height. Oh, the static electricity on this is insane. Get everything cleaned off now. Alright, let's get the height. There's a little black dot there from drawing something else, so let's cut that off. Oh my gosh, there's more. I'm going to cut it that long, and then I'm going to go for about 1.5 inches or so on each side. So I'm going to make about 1.5 inches wide piece of acetate, and I'm going to make 2 of them. So first I'm going to cut this down to 3 inches, and then I'm going to cut it down in half. Which is hard to see on my trimmer. This one looks wider. It is. Let me just see if I can cut this to 1.5 inches. having a tough time with this trimmer and the acetate, getting it to 1.5. Let's see if that's better. That one's 1.25 inches. And this one's a little bit over. I'm just going to trim a little bit off of this one. That looks better. Okay, now we're going to just glue the sides. So we just want to run the glue down the longest side on one side. Let's see if I can do this. Can't see it. A very straight line. Okay. And then hopefully it'll just look like the card is laying on top of the paper. Hopefully. If I can get this glue right, it's really hard to see. Maybe if I do it this way. Oh, it's so much easier. Let's see what we got here. You let that dry for just a second. So now we should have space under this one. And space under this one. And we should be able to I guess it's pretty obvious now that it's going to be the card, huh? Okay, let's just give it a guesstimate here. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to cut some off here. What if I just cut it to the, it's going to be too narrow. Alright, just a little bit outside either side of the circle. As you can tell, I'm eyeballing it. Especially because there's flowers on one side. Let's see about this. That should fit in there. What am I doing here? It'll be easier when it's glued in the book because the page can't move around. Yeah, that's going to fit in, and then it'll look like this. Let's check the bottom and the top. Now, if the bottom sticks out just a little bit, that's good because we can grab it. And we got to give it something we can grab. Otherwise, we're never going to be able to get it out of there. I thought about putting a tab on it. And then the tab would hang out of the bottom of the book. So I don't think I really want that. Let me round the corners. I'm really glad that it worked with the I'm not sure I want it the exact height. Okay. I cut not even 1/4 of an inch off the bottom. I didn't ink this page. I should be able to ink it now around the edges, but it's not going to be the same. This is all I have left, is this one weird little piece. I'm going to save it because we're going to put acetate on the next 2 pages. I can't believe I did that. See, I can catch the edge of it, I just can't really grunge it. I'm just going to lift that up. I can lift it up all the way to the glue. Let me try that up here. Can't do it on the sides though. Okay. Better than no ink at all. Too bad I left all of these white, but you know, especially because of that. Normally I print on the backs. It's very, very foreign to me to just look at a blank white piece of paper. just going to use this light bulb Christmas lights stencil, which if you do it in green, it looks like leaves. So I'm going to go all the way down at once. Then I'm going to come back. I'm going to hit the middle. This one's starting to spread out a little bit, this brush. I've used it so much, I love the size. Hopefully that will make it look a little bit more like the light bulbs, because you'll be able to see the bottom better. Or it'll just look like leaves that are darker at the end. Just some weird red vine. Okay. See if rounding the corners made it easier. Just want to get to the top. There's one spot right there where you start to go crooked. Once you do that, you're in big trouble. See, everything's getting dirty. And I cleaned up the surface too. I do have heat in here, but it's a little ceramic heater and it's got a fan. It's got a blower. And so, first of all, it warms me from the feet up. Second of all, the blower makes noise, so I turn it off when I record. So I end up with freezing hands. I'm hoping my fingers will warm up soon. Okay, this one's a little shorter, so we can slide it. Well, I don't want to slide it up too much, but there's enough to grab a hold of the card. I'm glad. I like the way that turned out. It says order blank, and you've got the whole bird. It's a little bit, well, actually it's not. It's just an optical illusion, because the flowers are over here, or the berries. It looks like this side is bare, you know, farther over than this one, but it's not. Okay, on page 8, I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to make the page. We're going to ink it. See, here's that picture. That's why I'm wondering if I should take that card out and put a different one in. I think I will. It looks kind of out of place on that page too. Alright, so we're just going to make double pockets. Oh, here's my big piece. Fold this in half. We're going to pinch it. See, before this paper hits my work surface, it's white. Do the Santa, except I don't like the way that Santa's smiling. It does say Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas. Darn it. This says Happy Christmas on these postcards. There's only one. That matches the cover on the other one. Well, I guess I'll go with the Santa and the Christmas tree. Well, it's going to get covered with the cards anyway. But I think this one has a more Christmassy feel. I don't know, I like that. But I guess we'll go with Santa. And it's going to go up here. That's why we have to be careful, because it's going to be upside down. Okay, now we're just going to take the acetate and we're going to make 2 pockets going across, and we're going to use it to put a bunch of those little tags and stuff that we have left in there. So I've got this piece. It's almost the right size, but I've got this big piece, which is going to be much easier to work with. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. So I'm going to cut it to the correct width. And that's going to put that black dot right. Oh, that's a piece of fuzz. I'm going to make sure this is straight all the way up. There we go. And then I'm just going to cut two 2-inch wide strips off the bottom. That's the only thing working with acetate is it's very hard to see on the paper trimmer. Okay, this is the right width, so we're going to turn it. There's one. And there's the other. Put it with that funny little sized one. You never know when you might need a little pocket. Okay, so we're going to put this one across the bottom. And then we'll put this one about here. Yeah. Right at the bottom of the words Merry Christmas. Okay. For goodness sake. I wouldn't be very good at one of those ephemera folders, would I? Maybe I would be sensible and use that other paper that's kind of white. Okay. You can hear a plane outside. It's 2:30 in the morning. The last video I filmed, was at 10 o'clock last night. 11 o'clock last night. I don't know. I went to bed and then I woke up at 8:30. Okay, we're going to put this in the book and then we're going to find us some ephemera. And then this is going to be a short video compared to most of my others. And then we'll do 9 and the covers in the last video. So I might change 9. Kind of thinking I might change it up from what I was going to do originally. Look at the papers I have left. I'll be darned if I'm going to print anything. And see how these pages are getting rounded. The fatter it gets, the more round, the more curved the pages get as you go along. And that's something on there. Okay. Oh, the bottom of this didn't stick. So rounded. Yeah, I like that. Oh, we have to make that card too. Maybe we'll make the card out of this. I think I will. Okay. Let's get our ephemera. Okay, these pockets. Still have a big pile of pockets. I'm not going to use that. Alright, we can use these two. We can use that. We want to put this somewhere, don't we? These are too big, aren't they? Okay, we can use that one. I'm going to have to go back and ink all these, of course. I'm wondering if I've got cards that'll fit, then I won't use those. Because I'd rather use the actual ephemera out of the kit. Oh, you know what? There's these 3 deer. I can put them down in the front. They're all different. I love those. Okay. Look at these sweet little tags. Okay, we can put these 3 in the front up here. Okay. Need to put something different than this here. Got a bunch of tags. Oh, you know what I could do? Well, I'm going to put this in up here. So I'm going to do that. This is actually a booklet. Let me get a hold of it. You know, it's too bad I didn't see this earlier. We could have stapled this and made a little book out of it. Yeah, see, look, this would make a cute cover, you know, and a back cover. And little pages. They're not all the same size. I think these are all too big for this page. Let's look through the small. Oops, there's another bandy. I don't want to make it the deer page. We do need to fill in up here with some medium-sized. I've got tags. Oh, I've got tags, all right. Let's see what I got here. I've got all these. These two will work fine. Let's see if we can get one more in there. This little girl. Oh, this one's cute. It's kind of tall though, isn't it? I'd like to get this one in. Oh, she's on here. That's the smaller version. So that makes all of these too big. And I've got some little bitty regular looking tags in the back. I've seen enough of that Santa. Okay. And then we'll put these up here. Might take this one out. I don't think so though. I think I've got room for all three. And I'm going to put this 25 in here. And I'm going to put these across the front. Like that. And that I will ink all of these. There we go. Perfect. Just what I wanted. It's because of the curvature of the book. They stick out. So we used up a lot of tags that we had there. Couldn't use these up here instead of these two because they're too tall. They would stick out the top of the book. Even though they're small, they're still too tall. I still have this many, and I've still only printed out like 2/3 of the ephemera. Plus, I accidentally printed out a whole nother copy of the ephemera. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Save it for next Christmas, I guess. Okay. So the other card goes in here. So the way you go about this is you look at the part you want to save. So you definitely want to get as much of this part as possible. So we slide it in kind of at an angle as far as it'll go, so you can kind of see like, ooh, if I cut that much off, it'd probably go in. So I draw a line a little above that because you've got the glue and stuff. And then I trim it there and then I try it out. And it's usually too long, but in this case, I do think I want it a little less snug. Boy. That was a pretty good guesstimate. If I do say so myself. Okay, well, that's how you do that apparently. Aren't you glad I didn't make you watch me ink all those tags? We do have to put a tab on this though. And then we'll have to pick out a charm, which we probably won't get to. I won't stencil the back. I'm just going to ink this real quick so I can put the tab on. Remember, we can't put it in the center. We might be able to get away without a tie. Thinking we can, since this page isn't very thick. But I might redo 9. So we're going to do 9. And that's why we're doing the covers last. We're going to see what the book looks like. I'd like to not have to do a tie. We haven't done any ribbon and lace. I could have gone a different way. I kind of liked the idea of a grungy green Christmas. And I'll do something other than that Christmas lights. I'll do one of the big snowflakes or something on this one. Now, let's take a look at, let's stick the card partway in. Oh, we didn't measure for this. How much do we need off? Darn it. Here, I knew that was going too well, because we want that photo in the center. So I'm going to take about 1/4 of an inch off either side. Yeah. Now we can re-round the corners. That's all I did, was I went to the edge of where the rounded part was, and I cut that off on both sides. This is a 1/2 inch, so that gives you 1/4 of an inch on either way. Sorta, kinda. That was my guesstimate anyway. It worked. So this wasn't a short video. It could have been. Made you watch me stencil. Made you look. We're going to take this and we're going to make it green. And then I like to do a little bit of the edges around the other side in case it doesn't quite line up. You're not looking at cream color, the cream colored mistake. Oh, what the heck. Okay. So now let's put it partway in. Okay, let's look at where the charms are. So we definitely need it to be at the bottom. I had to flip this card over for some reason. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, because of where I punched the hole. I punched the hole at the wrong end of the tab. So let's put it down here, which is kind of a weird place. I just don't really want it to be directly behind this one. You know, it looks like we can get by without a tie. Gosh, if I put it in the center and then we need a tie, then I'm kind of up a creek. Well, why don't I put it about here? I should have folded it in half first. It's alright. See. That's what I meant about it looking good from one side and not the other. I would never leave something like that on my book. My fingers are all green again. Took some serious scrubbing. I still had that greenish yellowish look though. Now we'll put some glue on it. Put glue the whole side on this side. It's going to hold the tab closed. The tab together. This side you'll need to do the wide part. So that's just going to glue to the page. No, we're not going to mess with it. We're going to let it dry. Okay. Let's poke the hole in it, though. We can do that. We can do that. Let's just poke a hole in it. All right. Smallest hole. Size, I mean. And we'll that's cute. Oh, there's some old gold ones in here. Oh, that one's cute too. It's a little small. We're going to go with the same size as the others. Then we should probably go with this little snowman, snow cat, little kitty cat. What about this little snow penguin, snowman? What about this one? This one's got more color to it. What about the candy cane? Oh, I like that better. Yeah. Now we want it to face backwards, believe it or not, when we're looking at it with the page open. I think this is the way to make it front ways when you're looking at the book. Nope, that's backwards. Well, it's frontwards, but for our purposes, it's backwards. And we all know what goes in there. We all saw it go all the way in. There we go. No, I did do it backwards. Because this one's not a flip up. This is a straight up page. So we want it to be frontwards. So this is the way the book closes. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. So we want it that way. Okay, so we got our Santa hat, our Christmas tree, and our candy cane. I like that. It's a good choice. Alright, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.